Greetings, YouTube. Falling Wake 1000 here. Hope everybody's doing good. So I was watching a documentary on Netflix last night about UFOs and different people that were involved in the history of disclosure or the destination towards full disclosure. Where you have guys that used to work for Skunk Works and some of the Area 51 guys that allegedly were reverse engineering some of the systems that were recovered from crashed crafts, whatnot. And I started, I was thinking about the discussions I've had with people, my father, others. So many people now, for those of you that don't know, I've had more than a few experiences viewing UFOs. And we're talking everything from what appear to be physical discs or crafts in the sky to like orbs. The hell? Got a bug on me. Hang on a second. A little alien landed on my face. Mosquito. So, and I often get asked, how come you're always seeing these things? You see, I've had this whole life of, what we used to call astral projection, and now they refer to it as OEBs, or OBEs, out of body experiences. Why you? Why did you see Bigfoot? When I was 17, I had a very close encounter with what's known as Bigfoot. And I had to live in silence for all these years as far as anybody outside of the family because of my profession as a law enforcement officer and on into a federal agent with an IG. Those are career enders. If you come to work and say, hey man, you won't believe what I saw last night. Well, the next thing you see is going to be the unemployment line. But back to the topic, I get all the time, well, how come you see them and I don't? And, I've never seen one and I look at the sky every night. And the theory is, that I believe in, is that you could have, 5 people standing on a hill where there's frequent UFO sightings and have a sighting right there, and you might get 3 of the 5 that see it clearly and the other 2 don't see anything. And I believe that a lot of that has to do with a person's ability to process something that is so, in their minds, far-fetched and so beyond possible. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if this is true or not, but I had heard one time that somebody told me this, that there was a theory that some of the ancient Aztecs and the Incas and all those folks, when Cortez and his ships came over, some of them could stand right on the beach there and see these giant ships and not even be looking right in the direction of them. Some would see them and some wouldn't, because some people's minds were so closed to the possibility of something that freaky coming across the ocean. My biggest phobia in life is bees, and I'm passing one now. And I'd rather be abducted and anally probed than stung by a bee. Anyways, so I think that if people's minds are genuinely open and they're not just saying, hey, I want to see a UFO. If you believe in your heart and you reach out to them mentally, to use an overword, or to use an overused word, the matrix of the universe, everything being connected and interconnected, all thoughts, all events, past, present, future, everything connected. I believe that you can communicate with your thoughts and send out a, not to get too esoteric, but to send out a positive vibe, and I'm ready to see if that doesn't change your experiences. The key is you got to believe in what you're sending, If you say, hey, I'm a God-fearing man, I believe in the Bible, and you go out and you molest and commit serial killings, you're probably gonna have a problem if you meet your maker. So you can't just say shit just to say it. You got to believe it. So that was one thing I wanted to cover. Thought I had another one. Oh, the other thing is too is that I've noticed that those people who have paranormal experiences, whether it's what they think are ghosts or orbs or UFO activity, those people that have those kind of experiences tend to have a lot of them. I've been having these types of experiences my whole life since I was a little kid. And my dog's looking for a place to pee. But yeah, I think that the more you have, the more you're gonna have. And I think that is directly tied into the more your reality is all inclusive. You know what I mean? Like, if a huge mothership dominated the sky right now and little scout ships started pouring out of the underbelly, I might be a little concerned, but I damn sure wouldn't be surprised. I mean, it's not going to rock my religious foundations. It's not going to make me want to pluck my eyes out and run around, set myself on fire, kill my family. To me, I've never once, even as a little kid, questioned the fact that there's other far more intelligent life out in the universe, and there's other far inferior life out in the universe. And I never understood, even from the time I was young, how not planets or stars, but there are more galaxies in the universe than there are all the grains of sand on this planet multiplied by infinity. And for anyone who claims to be a self-thinking, semi-intelligent person to truly believe that we're the only ones, they are so far down the path of being controlled by their own ego that they're going to have to live another 100 lives before they can elevate to a point where they're able to see the things that I've seen. But that's it, man. What do you guys think? Just out here walking my dog, Charlie.